I was Ubering yesterday, man, and I realized something, man. This shit is so fucking ingenious that you really can't even get angry. After a certain point, you just gotta sit back and admire the beauty of the game. You gotta not worship, right? But just admire, like, how far ahead these people are than all of the cattle that they're raising to be, sheep in the farm. Because I realized something, right? It was Thursday in Towson. Thirsty Thursdays in college just started up. And it's funny because all the college kids think I'm their age when I'm not. One guy was like, "Hey, do you go to this university?" And I'm just like, "I think I'm a little bit older than you, buddy." Nah, but he was cool. He gave me a tip. But something that I've realized is that a lot of girls from Generation Z, mostly due to feminism and this bullshit that college is teaching them, they have this mentality that they're going to sleep around while they're younger and then wait to have children until they're 30, 35 years old. They don't understand that they're not men. A lot of people that watch my videos still don't understand that women are not men. Because a lot of you guys ask me questions like, what's the logical step-by-step process that I need in order to get a woman, failing to realize that you don't use logic when it comes to sexually attracting a woman. Now, why do I say this? Because you have to understand how the female brain thinks. The female brain is thinking, I can have sex with all these hot guys in college and have fun and not have to worry about responsibilities or having children until I'm older? Well, shit, sign me up. But what they fail to, and what college doesn't teach them, what they fail to realize is that the healthiest babies are born from women between the ages of 16 through 25. That range is when women are the most fertile and when women produce the healthiest eggs and when women have most of their eggs, right? After I saw that OnlyFans chick lost all of her eggs at 28, that really made me do deeper. Now, this is shit I already knew though, right? But menopause has always been at least 45. You usually had to be 45 before you lost all your eggs as a woman. And some women, because of their genetics, they can keep some eggs until they're 50. But when I saw that OnlyFans chick lost all of her eggs at 28, I'm just like, God damn, these chemicals is fucking people up even more than I realized, right? But what these women don't realize is that if you have children when you're 30, 35, as a woman, right, you may still have some of your eggs, but after 25, you now increase your chances of having high-risk pregnancies. This means that because you're past your fertility prime as a woman, the chances of your children coming out with a mental impairity or something wrong with them increases exponentially. And while I was listening to of course, these chicks be trying to drag me into their conversations, and they're sweet, they're nice, they tip, and they're very polite, and they're very nice people. I was actually having a bad day yesterday because people were just pissing me off all day. And some of these chicks could tell that I was having a bad, because women are very good at reading energy. They're naturally better at it than an untrained male. So they were, trying to put me in a better mood, and I appreciated it. It made my night a lot better. But that's the sad thing, right? And my camera's fucking up. Nice. That's the sad thing, though. Despite how nice and sweet some of these girls are, they don't realize that society is training them to be fucked. No pun intended. I've made several videos now talking about mental impairities, autism, chemicals, and all this shit. Because people got it twisted, right? They think that I said one specific thing causes autism. Some things are more obvious than others, but it's so fucking ingenious, this system, this game, because you're surrounded by poisons, right? From the food you eat to the drugs you take and from the lies that society tells you. Because these women don't understand that, yeah, on paper you can wait until you're 30 as a woman to have children, but now you've drastically increased the chances that your child will be born with something wrong with them. One thing that my mom did correct is that she had both of us while she was still fertile, while she was still young and in her prime. She reproduced my brother when she was 20, and she reproduced me because I'm 9 years younger than my brother. So she reproduced me when she was 29, but my mom has good genetics I mean, most of the women in her family do. I mean, some of our ancestors, they were reproducing children in their 50s, which is why my mom got her tubes tied after I was born, because she already knew she was going to divorce my dad. But it's these people, and both me and my brother came out very intelligent. Both of us are far more intelligent than regular people. But my brother's mistake is that he fell down another path. Because, you know, when you look at me and my brother, you would think that he's the asshole and I'm the nice guy because he's got all the tattoos and he lived a certain lifestyle. But he's the nice guy and I'm the asshole. And I told him to his face, his mistake is that he tries to help everybody while I only try to help the people that get it. And the women that are going to watch this video who are under 25, you chicks can still get it. And again, like, it's so crazy, man, because they perfected how to make sure that most of the humans born into this society in the modern era, they've mathematically made it so that there's like a 99.9% chance that these humans will enter this realm with something wrong with them. You know, perfect little autistic cattle in the farm. Perfect little mentally impaired cogs in the system. I've made a video talking about how it's impossible difficulty for men, but beyond impossible difficulty for women. And the main thing is, men, we can have healthy children at pretty much any age because we never stop producing sperm. We can have children when we're 80, 90, 100 years old, but women have a finite amount of eggs. By the time they're 30, 80% of their eggs are gone. And that's assuming that they haven't already been fucked up by all the other drugs in the air. That OnlyFans chick probably thought, okay, I'm 28, I still have another decade before I can have children, even though most of my eggs are gone. And then when she went to the doctor, she learned that all of her eggs were gone. So by the time you're 30, most of your eggs are gone, and that's assuming there's not something else wrong with you. If you were born to a mother who had children when she was 30, 40, 50, then, you know, you may be out of luck. And that's the problem, because society, and it's all done intentionally, because the stated reason for something is completely different than the actual reason for something. Feminism is teaching women that they're just like men. Go out and act like you're a man. Go out and waste your youth as if you could do if you were a man and then get rewarded later on in life. But what feminism and shit is not telling these women is that you're not a man. If you wait until you're 30 to have children, there's a very high chance that your child is going to come out with something wrong with them. Not to mention the fact that the men that you want are not going to want to have children with you in the first place, because they're going to be looking at the younger chicks that are still fertile, that can have a healthy baby, who didn't sleep with 100 guys in college. And most women learn this the hard way. They learn when they're too old that it was all a goddamn lie. And some of them have even started making YouTube videos and TikTok videos warning another woman not to go down this path. But because women think with their emotions and feelings, they don't listen. Because they don't feel the effects right now, they have no reason to listen to it right now. That's why you can't even get angry, man. After I dropped these chicks off and I made my money for the day, man, I was laughing. Like, you can't get angry. 'Cause it's so ingenious, you can't get angry. They have literally perfected how to make a permanent cattle farm And it's everywhere. The poisons are everywhere, from what you eat, from what you drink, from what you wear, to what society teaches you. Society is destroying people. One of the parents has already been removed from the household, so a daughter growing up in this world is not going to have that other balancing factor. Men as well. I had to learn everything on my own, man. Nobody ever did shit for me. I had nobody else to go to for knowledge. You know, that's probably why I have a strong bias when people try to ask me, you know, can I go to, I tell people, just go to the source and learn the truth on your own, because that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be like that. The parents are supposed to teach the child the truth from a young age, but one of the parents has been removed, and the other parent that's left is a creature that worships her emotions. Now, I'm not saying that to be negative, because women are wonderful if you know what you're doing. But it really is beyond impossible difficulty for them, because while a man can balance his emotions and logic, women for the most part have a very hard time of doing so. So yeah, they're going to live this lifestyle, think they can have children when they're above 30, and if they do have some eggs left and they successfully manage to reproduce a child, they're not going to understand that they've just drastically increased the chances that their child is going to be born with something wrong with them. Then they're going to go to the people who poisoned their children in the first place, who fed them a poisonous ideology in the first place. They're going to go back to these people for a cure, and then the child is going to be even more fucked. And then if the child ever realizes what has been done to them, they as well may be too old to break the cycle. Learn this shit while you're young, guys, because yeah, while men have a little bit more time than women, because the mistakes we make as teenagers doesn't affect us as much as a woman that makes mistakes when she's a teenager, as men, you are still on the time clock too. You know? It's impossible difficulty for men, beyond impossible difficulty for women. Like, this system was designed to keep everybody permanently fucked, from you, your children, and your grandchildren. They've perfected the art of making an infinitely producing cattle farm of sheeple, slaves, and cogs in the system. I'm going to end it there, man. Those that get it, get it. Those that don't probably never will. Catch you on the next video.